Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and today I'm going to be doing a beautiful reading for you. Of course I am. Alright, so today's advice card that came out was, we can do hard things. I think that's more of a statement that sometimes we create self-defeat in ourselves. And I'm going to move this a little closer to get out of the brown here. So hopefully you can still see. This is to remind us, Pisces, that we can get ourselves out of stuff easier than sometimes we believe. We like to believe that a lot of things are insurmountable. And I'm feeling from this that that's not always the case. Sometimes it's a lot easier than we make it out to be. And yeah, I told you guys that I was going to take the borders off of these, and I did. Look at that. And I did some nice edging, of course. Okay, it's red, but it's, maybe you're able to see it, maybe not. It's got some shine to it. So, ooh. Anyway, the cards are so much prettier now. And for those of you who are asking me to do videos on how to do edging, they have plenty of them out there. Boho Tarot is the one I go with. I don't always follow all of her recommendations like I do my own, but I do use her cutting technique because it makes the cards more straight. Okay, it gives it more of a professional. All right, so community. We're gonna look at this card very closely. The thing is with community, I feel as soon as 8 is inner strength, and 8 is working hard towards 8 is all about your inner power. So you have to believe in your inner power. You also have to believe in your community. Okay, a lot of times things happen and we start thinking to ourselves, oh, I've got to do this all by myself. I've got to figure all of this stuff out. And the thing is that we don't always need to do it by ourselves. We can tap into spirituality, inner guidance, inner strength, other people's strengths. There's some people who are more than willing to help you out. Okay, so get this sense of community. Here you have the giraffe who's like, with the younger and older generation giraffe, with a younger generation, you have birds, in other words, different types of people. People who excel in the things that you may be having difficulty in, okay? If you're an animal that doesn't fly, but you need, tips about flying, well, you would ask a bird, not, you may not have all the information, but somebody else may have, okay? So remember that. We can do hard things, and we can ask for help. Very important. So tap into community, tap into your strength, tap into your great quality work that you do to meet your objective at all times for things, okay? Happy, happy. I like that. 26. Again, you have the number 8. So it's coming back again. So yeah, I'm going to read for happy, happy what that has to say, because I also sense the sense of happiness is that not much is going to get to you this week, Pisces, because you are really working on in a happy place, from your happy place. And I like that. It's nice. It's a nice feeling. Stick to it. Hold on to it. It's going to serve you well this year. Joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. And that's what I feel as well. Your desires are effortlessly fulfilled now. You find joy in the present moment. Whatever's happening, be satisfied with things as they are. You're free from the shackles of longing and able to experience the liberation that comes from actually being happy moment to moment. Right. For you have chosen happiness over yearning for it. Perfect. Okay. It's better to choose it than yearn for it constantly. Now is the time for feeling joy for the sake of joy and experiencing contentment. None of this is because of something outside of yourself. Your happiness is a result of your being at one with Spirit plan for your life. All is well. The tide is in for now. Enjoy playfully splashing in it. So it's saying taking the time to really enjoy where you're at and what's going on, Pisces. So important, okay? So I'm going to do the clarity spread. I've been doing this since, I guess, the beginning of the month. I don't remember now. I think it's been a while. And I'm just going to pull the cards. The 4 cards are your external, you know, your everyday life. I would call it your routine, your 9 to 5. The external, that's part of you and part of your environment. The 3 cards in the middle is what's at the heart of you. May not, like it could also like explain, you know, fears, anxiety that you don't express to other people. The 2 cards is what Spirit's trying to nudge you towards, and the last card is the towards to, okay? That's what I call it, right? So you have the 5 of Wands coming out, the first card out, right? So this is a card of clashing personalities, competition, okay, conflict, tests to solve, things to do. I feel that it's more in line with you can do hard things. You can get through things. You don't need to think that you are not capable of doing hard things. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to, Pisces, okay? Right. The 3 of Pentacles is community. This is teamwork. This is what they're talking about here. So it's together. You have the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Growth, right. Looking for others. In this case, right. Okay, so, right. She is the Queen of Pentacles. You are the Page of Cups. You know about water. She knows about earth. So look at other people for help. This reading, not this week, well, it could be this week as well, but for this reading, they're really focusing on you, asking for the help that you need from somebody who may know, may have information for you that will be indispensable. Instead of being so autonomous and not really wanting to ask anybody for help, they're telling you to do the exact opposite. Please do. Please ask for help, because there may be things that you may get answers to, and it won't be that hard. Okay? Confer with a higher power is what I'm getting from this. So this is you realizing that you have teams of people or spirits or whatever it is that you're tapping into for help that are available for you, that is going to help you grow, that's going to give you information in subjects that you don't know about. Okay? Let's look at the middle part, okay? So you're at the heart of you. 3 cards, please. At the heart of you, Pisces. A lot of abundance. Great stuff, okay? This is achieving wealth and freedom, and there's that King of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, we're leaning in heavily on the Pentacles, so I'm feeling that this is, yeah, and the reconnection card. These are people that you have connected with before, that have offered you some great advice, is what I'm feeling here for some of you. I'm feeling that when you connected with these people, you're going to get some great advice. And these are friendships. These are social things. These are... it could also mean 3 and 3. It could be as well spirituality. But I'm feeling more for a lot of you, this is a vibe of somebody, a higher power that has, let's say you don't know anything about IT, but you have a friend who does. This is a bad example, because if they're working in that, they'll probably say you only come and see me when you need advice. But this is not what I'm feeling. I'm feeling more like you going to these people and saying, look, I know nothing, but I know you do, and I trust and I trust your opinion, and I highly value it. And if you can give me some of your time, it would be fantastic if you would help me with this. And this might be something that you want to use when you're asking for help. It'll also get you in practice when you do go on this new journey, that if you're in another situation where you need help, you have practice on how to ask for it. Okay, so that's very important. But this is very wealth-giving. This is, they're telling me with the 10 of Pentacles, this will build up your wealth, abundance, growing capabilities with this King in the middle, by being able to do this, by being able to tap into other people's strengths to help you move forward. So it's wonderful. So what is Spirit trying to tell you this week? Let's see. What is Spirit trying to show you this week? harmony, unity, sharing. And the cards go flying again, right? Releasing old ways of thinking with the Judgment card, okay? Reviewing how you do things so that you can help yourself grow faster by asking for help. Maybe if you're a person who doesn't ask for help, that now is the time to get rid of that old way of thinking. That we build communities by relying on each other and by being kind to each other, okay? I'm not saying like go ask for freebies. That's just, yeah. So yeah, very much so the truth of moving on. So this may solve some relationship problems that you've been having as well, okay? Let me see. I'm going to get a clarifier because the Three of Swords is very much, it's not a negative, but it's a hard card in the Swords. So I always like to clarify. I'm getting what it is? Yeah, that's right. So it's assessing old relationships, seeing the truth on how you can grow in a different way in these relationships. And I'm not just talking about relationships where you can become a love relationship. I'm talking about friendships. I'm talking about mutual give and take of relationships where you can be a help of somebody and they can be a help to you. It's very much themed on this community that I'm feeling, is that it's not asking for help and then never helping anybody again. It's asking for help and being very open for that person to come and ask you for anything and feeling all right with it when the time comes, okay? It's about not I'll scratch your back and you scratch mine. It's more about you scratch my back, and if you ever need me to scratch yours, I'll be fine. But if you don't, it's fine, and vice versa. It can go both ways. It's like giving without expecting to receive, but being okay if you do. Okay, so it's a very fluid way of being. It's a very fluid way of being. Okay, and it resolves a lot of conflict this way. And the way you ask for it is also a very big thing. If you ask as in you're always the one to ask, and it's asking without being a burden to somebody as well, okay? And some people, even if you ask, they won't give, and that's okay. There are plenty of people who are willing to give, and remember, if you ask in the right way, it helps a lot as well. I'm going to give you that much. If you're always like expecting things from people, not so great. So I love that. Okay, so I'm going to read the community card because I haven't, and I think it's going to help us as well. Sometimes I have a hard time saying it as eloquently as they have written it because they've had months of planning books. It says belonging, being seen and understood by others. I love this. Like-minded connections. Okay. And it says this card signals a new affiliation with a group, right, or a person. Humans are social creatures, and we need to know we are useful to our families and communities. In a community, everyone has an important function and feels I matter. Membership in the group provides a sense of belonging, of kinship, and of purpose that comes from working together for the greater fulfillment of all. Perhaps you are part of a spiritual community or an artistic one. Perhaps you are in a learning community where you share your love of education. Regardless on its form or focus, your community brings you joy. You will be inspired by it and want to contribute to it. Your contribution may be as small as showing up or as large as becoming its leader. No matter your position in the group, your presence is needed, right? So they're saying, really what I heard when this card is that this is needed at this point. Your life as a loner is fantastic. It means that you're independent. It means that you have figured out how to do things on your own. But the thing is that this is a little bigger than this. This is a point where you can do hard things. In other words, you can reach out and ask somebody for help. And you can ask for advice in things that you may not be an expert in. And it will greatly give you knowledge and dividends in things that will serve you very well in the future and in your upcoming journey. It would also help you practice on how to ask for help. It will help you practice on how to give help in return. It will help you in all of these matters in life. We need to go back to a community sense of living without being cumbersome or bothersome to people. We need to just be giving and helping, okay? It needs to go back to, well, has it ever been? I'm not sure. But it needs to go back to I keep wanting to say go back. So it must have been like that at one point. But we need to get to that point once again. Here we go. All right, so we have, again, here at the top, the 5. It's figuring out problems, solutions, if you work together, even though it can get a little complicated. 5 heads is better than 1, okay? And this also applies to teamwork. This is my card of spirits. Spirits will help you. They'll guide you to the people who will help you. Ask for their help. Ask for guides. Go, please, give me or bring me the people that will give me the help that I require and need, you know. You can ask for it at all times. You can ask for anything from Spirit, okay? As well with the Queen. I love the Queen of Pentacles with the Page. The Page of Cups also insinuates somebody who knows less than a queen, okay? The energies, that one's a little more knowledgeable about earth things than you are because you're a cup. So in that essence, you're the student and they're the teacher, okay? So let teachers come into your life and help you on your journey. This will bring you great wealth. It will bring you great resources and it'll help you connect to people. So if you go down this way here, at the heart of you is a master learner, somebody who's going to reap the rewards, okay, and become somebody even more knowledgeable than you already are. That's at the heart of you. If you go down this way here, if you continue on this path, you will, as the Page of Cups, reconnect to your old connections, new connections. It will help you even just find new things and review and make you accountable for your choices and your behavior, and it'll awaken you to new things. It'll make you assess, it'll open you up even more than you have been. Okay? It's like getting even further or greater insight on things. And that's what you really need at this point. You need even a bigger insight, a greater insight on things, so that you can broaden your horizons even more. At the heart of you is somebody who loves trying to figure out conflict, okay? Getting problems to situations fixed, because you know that if you do, that brings in greater wealth for you, brings greater harmony, and helps you move past and assess to the next thing that needs to be done. So at the heart of you, you love to fix things. So instead of fixing people, fix yourself, fix your insight, fix how you can move on to the next problem without hindering your passage to it. Okay? We can do hard things. We do them every day. We can do uncomfortable things. And this will make us happier. I love that she's holding a star here. I feel very much like she is going into her own. Okay? All right. So, I'm happy with this. I'm going to look at the bottom of here. She's going to sneak a peek. Yes, the yin. Okay? The yin card, perfect. Okay, I feel very much with the yin card on this is that it's an untapped opportunity for you to be quiet and let somebody teach you. The yin and yang, the yang is the one that's less passive, more aggressive. It's like the masculine and feminine for me. So you're more of the feminine position where you are receiving instead of giving. So it's time to receive the help so that you can help you move forward. And in this card right here, what you're not seeing is that this is planting the seed for greater opportunities, okay? A new growth, a better garden, a greater foundation. So it is absolutely wonderful. Okay, Pisces, so before I take off, I wanted to thank you for everything that you do for me every day. The support you provide by listening to my channel, by coming here every single day. I have brand new changes going on, and please check the community tab and the description box because things keep changing for me here. Thank you to everybody on Patreon who is a patron supporting me. I appreciate you. Thank you to everybody who's donated to me recently. I very much appreciate it. Anything that you do here really helps elevate this channel and keeps me coming back to do this every day. If it wasn't for you, I would not. All your support of watching, contributing, and everything that you do. So thank you very much. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and blessings, and I will be back for the extended where Spirit will go further in deeper with this energy and help you along. Thank you so much. I'll see you then.